stack up heavily. If you find a ring at the start here at the first camp, it's a bit of a rough beginning. And circlets, as we know, very important as well. Claws for the blade. Alright, that's good. The ring was dodged. Claws also for the DK. Both certainly satisfied with that. Good Acolyte scouting by Happy. Always wants to know where the Blade Master is, what he's scouting. Oh, and look at Lin. Lin was pretending to go south, trying to trigger the DK to go to the shop to buy the circlet, but then actually fell back with the blade, creeping at the green, getting close to level 2. It's not like this is a huge play. It's not like this has huge ramifications, but you can see how Lin is trying to trick Happy already and make it more hard for him to read the game perfectly. With the ghouls, if you are left alone, you can creep super fast. This is the concern for the Orc. This is why normally the Orc has to play aggressive, because if it's just both players creeping uninterrupted, the undead creeps way faster with the ghouls and skellies. So we can see Lin trying to slow down Happy, make him a bit concerned with the grunt, and keep creeping up with the Blade Master elsewhere. And you really don't want to lose that grunt, of course. Blade now very close to level 2, but he's not quite there yet. You gotta be careful with that grunt. If the grunt gets ensnared by the trapper, it's really bad. Bladen going for the first big play, trying to steal the last hit with the blade, but he's a little bit too late. Can he get the trapper though? Oh, he tried to. Didn't quite get it. That would have been his level 2. Kind of a big last hit there as well on the trapper. But he gets the skelly, and that is finally level 2. But look at Happy. He's close to level 3 already. If he gets the green, that will be it. And that's a good start for Happy. It's not disastrous for Lin. It's not like he lost a grunt or anything. But looking at the experience, we can tell who has the lead. Blade Skelly scouting again by Happy. Knows what's going on. Got the level 3. The upside, at least for Lin, is that Happy had to use quite some coils in the early game, so he doesn't have a ton of mana to use the level 2 coils. But he's got at least 2 that he can use. Like so. Sentry wards also are super good here. If he places the sentry towards the middle, maybe on the high ground, or maybe between the lab and the tavern, it's going to give him great intel. Oh, he placed it from behind the trees. Sneaky, sneaky. Happy seems to be in complete control so far. But as you guys may remember, back in the Show Cup, Happy also was off to a good start. Great start. And then Lin had one of the most epic comebacks ever. But so far, Happy is looking like a boss. Excellent play up to this point. Scouting Acolyte finally gonna go down, but confirmed the whereabouts of the Shadowhunter. Knows he's gonna be creeping here. Lin is taking it slow. On lower levels, weaker orcs will oftentimes make the mistake of being aggressive with a Shadowhunter with a speed scroll, trying to look for kills with the Hex. That is a mistake. You have to creep, you have to get the levels, you have to play passive as the Orc for a long time. In this matchup, if it's Blade 1 base against DK 1 base, the Orc is the passive player and wants to delay fights as long as humanly possible. And just creep up as much as he can. First big item of the game. Oh, is the trap gonna work? Yes, it is. Ogre gets caught. Oh, Lin with the attempt of a creepjack, maybe. The Blade Master's here. Happy doesn't have a sentry ready at the moment. Oh, Lin with a big opportunity. Happy backing up. Coil Nova is locked and loaded. Trying to go for the Lich kill with the Hex, but good counter movement by Happy. Protecting the Lich very well. No kills yet at all, by the way. Not even a ghoul has fallen. Both players playing this super well. I love the patience on Happy. Not wasting the Nova too early. Going early for upgrades, by the way. Ghoul attack upgrade already in research. Really excellent encounter between the two so far. Both playing wonderfully. Knowing exactly how far they can go. What they have to do. And while the DK has the advantage over the Blade level-wise, with their second heroes, it's the other way around. Lin is trying to go for the Overlord. I think he knows he's going to lose the experience, but he wants to get the item at least. Because the Nova secures the last hit. Yeah, Lin knew this was going to happen, but he wanted to get the item, and he got it. It was the Bongos. That is going to be a sell, obviously, since he's going to have Kodos anyways. But with that big kill, Lich is catching up quickly in experience. Gonna get level 2 now in a moment. DK's bringing the orb. And the frenzy push might be happening any second. And Shadowhunter didn't spend his time creeping too much, so he's not level 3. The frenzy push here could be really, really scary. Dark Ranger 3rd is expected. And Happy's gonna test the waters. See how much damage he can do. Or perhaps just creep the camp away. His sentry coverage is still amazing. Sentry at the natural. I guess sentry in the high ground ran out. Lin trying to go for the creep jack. But his hero levels are so low. Heroes are looking truly weak. No level 3 anywhere yet. Big invuln found, also not bad. Silence on the TC. Not able to get off a stomp, but he's taking so much damage. He is just so squishy without any rings. Armor is too low. The TC goes down right away. At least he's going to be revived soon. Being only level 1. Coil Nova on the Blade as well. It's only level 1 heal wave, obviously, so the healing is minimal. Happy losing statues. But Lin also losing units. Raiders have gone down. Kodos, 2 of them. One of them got a Devour. I think the other one didn't. Blade Master is revealed still, but the Shadow gets surrounded. Lin was able to save the Blade, but the Shadow won't make it out alive. Lin actually has a supply lead before he lost the second hero. But how much more is he going to lose now is the question. Grunt also getting caught. There's no way out for him, I don't think. Easy surround if you're Happy. Shop gonna fall. Lin under pressure. Would love to see an expansion now by Happy. Could make an Acolyte, send it to the high ground, set up a Haunted Goldmine there. I think that would be a good moment to do it. Happy now, obviously, with a huge lead. Oh, the TC pops out into a surround again. Oh, that is a sad moment. And Lin is going to tap out. GG. Happy's Frenzy push works. Nice move by Lin, stealing the item away. But I think he fell to the old trap of just not creeping enough. You need to have that Shadowhunter on level 3 when the push hits. That is the big advantage for Undead early on tier 3. The Undead side is much less level reliant on the second hero. The Lich is super fine fighting with level 2 only. Sometimes even just fighting with level 1. Whereas the Shadowhunter needs much more experience. Needs that level 3. Otherwise, you're just going to get eaten alive by the Coil Nova and the Frenzy Ghouls. Lin, if he had stolen the last hit and the item, that could have been a game-winning play. But Happy didn't allow that at the Overlord. And Happy takes the lead. 1-0. Happy is looking for revenge, of course. He was defeated by Lin in the Show Cup 85 in the epic encounter that happened last month in May, where Lin had one hell of a crazy comeback. Happy is thirsting for revenge. Happy has been experiencing more losses recently than we have seen in a long time, having lost there to Lin last month, and of course having lost 2 days ago against Kaho in the upper bracket. That's why he is in the lower bracket in the first place. But even if Happy is looking a bit more mortal nowadays than we were used to seeing in the past, he is still absolutely deadly, especially if he's playing his best. And that first map was pretty much perfect. Pretty much a perfect game by Happy, and Lin notices that this is still indeed a very fierce competitor. Our top 6 is shaping up to be many of the best Warcraft players in the world. Of course, the TP League is going to continue the rest of the week. Today and tomorrow and Saturday, and then the championship on Sunday. hopefully you guys are going to be tuning in because the games are going to be amazing. We've already seen impeccable play by many of our contestants. Moon and 1-0 so far look the most successful. They're on the upper bracket final. They are guaranteed top 3 already, with 1-0 looking to defend his title a second time. Going for the hat-trick. Would be 3 wins in a row for him if he wins. This tournament in general has been ultra successful for the Undeads. Like I said, 1-0 won the last 2 monthly tournaments. And the first one went to Happy. So all TP League monthlies so far did go to Undeads, which Twitch chat must be getting furious over. We are getting ready for map 2, and it's going to be Twisted Meadows. This is Lynn's map pick. And it's a good map pick as well. Can be very strong for Orc in the late game. If you do survive the early stages on tier 3, if you do manage to creep, if you do get the levels, TM can be absolutely tremendous. If you get a level 5 Blade Master, maybe even a level 5 Shadow Hunter, and a level 3 TC, that is where the Orc dream starts becoming a reality. The Orc Tri-Hero with the Blade takes a long time to come online, but if you finally do reach the super late game, it is incredibly strong, possibly the strongest Tri-Hero combo in the game. Getting there, though, is the difficulty. I feel like the best Orc map in the pool is Twisted Meadows. Excuse me, not Twisted Meadows, but rather Turtle Rock. If I was Happy, I would certainly veto this map. But also, I think Happy oftentimes vetoes Terranas Stand and maybe Echo Isles. I think especially Terranas. Yeah, Terranas might be the best Orc map, actually. It's good for creeping, it's good for Tri-Hero, it's good for Blade Master, and it's good for expansion. Although that normally isn't so much meta at the moment. Expanding is too expensive, too risky, too unreliable. Unless you have a big lead. And now we're ready. Ready for map 2. Twisted Meadows it is. Lynn could attempt to go for the Rock Golem pull, but with his base build, I don't think he's going to do it. Doesn't look like he's going to be attempting it. With the Acolyte Scout, the Ender can also mess with the pull and just waste the Orc's time, so it's probably too big of a risk to try to go for the pull. So it should just be a standard game. Standard creep route. And this is again where the Ender can pull ahead. With just the DK Skellies and a handful of ghouls, the Ender can creep very fast early game. Much faster than the Orc. The green camps around the middle of the map here are going to be a big deal. And also, again, the items that we're going to be seeing. I just gotta get some water real quick, guys. I'll be right back.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。 一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Alright, here we go. Creeping begins. Both going to the middle, going for the small camps, mantle on both sides. Especially the Lich loves picking up those mantles. And Happy for once, not trying to go for a circlet early. I guess he didn't quite have the gold ready for it yet. forced with that Windwalk at least. It's also a lot about mana management. If the Orc cannot prevent... Oh, look at that. Great last hit by Happy. He knew the Blade was going to try to go for it, but he played around well. But yeah, if the Orc can't prevent the DK level 3, at least you have to force coils early. Can't allow the DK to reach level 3 with full mana. That would be devastating. Blade might be trying to go for the last hit again, but it was spotted, of course, by Happy. Doesn't get the last hit, but got the item. Claws, not bad. And also able to probably get a ghoul on the way home. Alright, not bad. Happy has an experience lead, but Lyn is also getting something. Tier 2 gonna be finishing soon. The Orc tech is of course a bit faster with the 1 burrow. Creeping now continues. This will be level 2 for the Blade. Happy again. Excellent Acolyte scouting. Always has a feeling already where his opponent is, and then he confirms it with the Acolyte. Grunts now, though, have to be sent back. Shutdown is going to be coming out in a moment. But Happy still needs a bit more for level 3. Good early game for Lyn. He was able to prevent DK3. He was got 1 ghoul kill as well. He stole an item. That's about as good as you can hope for if you play against Happy. Oh, hold up though. Happy actually does find his way to the next green camp maybe, so that will be level 3 then still in the end. Unless the Blade can do something magical here. Oh, look, the Acolyte. He's been getting so much info with the Acolyte. And now the DK is level 3. Ledge coming, Shadows out, tier 3 on the way. Ring of Protection also, not bad. DK benefits from his high HP with the bonus armor. Scourge Bone Chimes for Lyn. A bit overrated in my opinion in this matchup. For the Raiders and Grunts it basically does nothing. And the Blade only really benefits if it's super late game and he is giga stacked. Oh, Happy. Early aggression with the DK. Was holding onto the coil, was trying to get the Grunt maybe, but goes for the kill on the Trapper instead. And the Grunt's already heard when the Lich shows up. This could certainly be some kills. Oh, it's Heal Wave first. Happy doesn't even have to be concerned about Hex now. Happy could continue to play super aggro here. Early ghoul upgrades again. Oh, and look at the scouting. Happy always knows where Lyn is, what he's creeping. And Lyn is going to have to use that speed scroll very soon to boost. Can he get the creep before Happy shows up? Quite the risk, honestly, by Lyn, trying to go for this camp, and Happy knows that there is no Hex. Coil Nova Grunt is dead, at least it was denied. Lyn gets the item. Where's the speed scroll? There it is. He got the belt. Okay, you know what? Could have been worse. He got the experience, he got the item, and only lost a Grunt. But Happy's still in the chase. He still has so much mana here that he can use. At least now there's Hex. And seems like Happy now gonna fall back. Start creeping a bit himself as he's getting ready for his tier 3 phase. Frenzy Ghouls and Orb of Corruption soon to be added. And the Blade Master gets to level 3 nice and early, and now he can continue to harass. If the Blade can show up here and maybe kill some ghouls or steal some last hits, that would be absolutely tremendous. But the big creep is going down fast. Belt also for the DK is okay. I think killing ghouls here would be the best thing you can do. Yep, and there you go. Goes for the ghouls right away. Takes out one. Would be great if we could get another. That's 2 ghouls killed this game against 1 grunt. Pretty even exchange, but Lin still has the issue that he needs more levels. He needs Shadowhunter 3 ASAP. Big healing. Very nice find. And here's Happy. Ready for the push again. Frenzy Ghoul push at 9 minutes. We've seen it plenty of times. But Lin is in a good position here. He got the level 3. He got strong Blade Master items. The TC is about to pop. Reinforced defenses. Ooh. Was that too late? Uh-oh. There might be a bit of a window here, but the Blade Master's buying time. Second hit purge on the statue. And he can take that statue out? Probably. And Happy doesn't have a TP, mind you. Lin with a great game so far. First hit purge on that statue. That's one of the big strengths for Orc in the late game. Purge against statues. And that statue is going to go down. Blade Master, though, in trouble as well. Heal potion transferred. Oh, that heal potion had so much value right there. And that heal potion, I think, saves him the push right now. Happy's losing ghouls, starting to run out of steam. The Blade Master getting nuked heavily, but he's surviving. The bonus stats, the bonus HP really helping him out. And Happy's losing basically everything. Well, not everything. But he lost a lot of ghouls. And Lin holds on. Great defense. And that puts Lin in a favorable position. And still so many creeps left on the map. TC has plus 12 strength, baby. Hell yeah. I like that he saved all the gauntlets, by the way. That little bit of bonus strength, a little bit of bonus HP can make the difference if a hero survives or not. Oh, Blade Master shows up. He's got the invuln, looking for the crits. Looking for the hero kill. Lich kind of trapped there, but he has an invuln of his own. Big prize here up for grabs. The Rock Golem still alive, still carrying the item. Lin, maybe not in the best position, but he's got the supply lead clearly. Happy keeps losing ghouls every now and then. Oh, boulder from the Rock Golem. Is that the kill with the Hex? Yes! Oh my god. The boulder from the Golem. And the DK might also be getting trapped here. Is he surrounded? He is! The Rock Golem! Proves his allegiance to the Orc. And Lin gets the equalizer. Great game by Lin, especially the early game. The movement, the decision of when to go for ghouls, when to go for creeps, where he went for creeping. The priority this time on getting the level 3 Shadowhunter. Beautiful defense. Very well played by Lin. It's hard to survive against Happy. It's hard to survive that frenzy push. But it can be done if you play it very well. And Happy perhaps a bit too stubborn. In this kind of a game, maybe he should have scouted the level 3 Shadowhunter, and once he saw it, maybe he should have not gone for the push, should have gone perhaps rather for more creeping, maybe even expansion. But yeah, I can also understand that he wanted to go for that push and try to finish the game early, because the later it goes for the Orc, the harder it will be for the Undead. And the Dark Ranger is great for these pushes early and having impact quickly on level 1 and 2, but later on she doesn't quite compare to the TC on the other side. And that is where, again, I would say, Dreadlord. Dreadlord third on a big map like that, where most likely the game's going to go long, where most likely you're not going to be able to win early. I still feel like there might be room for the Dreadlord in this matchup. A little bit, at least. The game is tied up for our third map. It's Happy's choice, and that's going to be Tidehunters. A map that is playable with the Blade Master, but a bit complicated. Especially when it comes to creeping in the mid-game and possibly also late-game, because there's so many creeps in the bottom left, and the Undead has way more map control early on tier 3. This way the Orc can really fall behind. This is tough for the Blade Master player, where he has no map control for a long time, and that's the reason why on this map especially, one of the reasons, why Farseer is very popular and very strong. And if there's one map where I would prefer to see Farseer maybe, I think it's Tidehunters. For the most part, I feel like Farseer is a lost cause in this matchup. But on Tidehunters specifically, I feel like Farseer might be at times better. Blade can also work though, but it can also backfire. I'm going to be curious to see what Lin is going to choose He got the very important map win here on Twisted. Going down 0-2 is certainly not what he would have wanted. And that was an excellent display by him. Both players here showing up so far today. Only very few mistakes being made, and when they're made, seemingly they are swiftly punished. Alright, my mouse is charged again. Here we go. As we're getting ready for map 3. Maybe we have a bit of a problem here with the host at the moment. But we should be ready in a bit. Next round opponent here, by the way, is Sock. And I wonder, one Sock lost to 1-0 yesterday. He must have also been looking at this bracket and been thinking to himself, you gotta be kidding me. My next opponent is either going to be Happy or Lin. Lin, who's an absolute killer against Human, and Happy, who also has a phenomenal track record against Human. And against Sock, I believe. Not going to be easy for our last Human player tomorrow. Honestly, I'm a bit worried for Sock. I'm not sure how good of a chance he's going to stand. But he did look very good at times. Beating Lawlight, making it to the semifinal. He had one super sick game yesterday against 1-0 in the best of 5. But the other two maps, he unfortunately did kind of crumble. Alright, the game should be ready in a moment. What are we gonna see? What's the strat gonna be? We find out now. Let's go to the tropical lands of Tidehunters. One of the most beautiful maps in Warcraft 3 that's ever been made. IMO. Might be a CORSAIR. Or is it just standard Blade all the way? This is also kind of a good map for Blade TC expansion, by the way. The bottom left is not easy to creep. The bottom left gold mine for the Orc, that is. But it's in a good position once you have crept it to put on the expansion. You can catch run-bys and stuff pretty easily there. Or the natural in the top right, that one's very easy to creep. But also easier for the undead to attack and reach. It's no CORSAIR, it is the Blade. And knowing Lin, I don't think it's going to be a TC expansion game. He was quite fond of that strat for some time, Blade TC Expo. But it seems like Happy figured it out too early. If he has a great early game, and the DK is stuck on level 1 and 2 forever, then maybe. But if the DK reaches level 3 fast, like we've seen now twice already, it's very hard to deal with the tier 2 harass if you have a TC and you're trying to expand. Oh, early shot, by the way. Only realized this now. Was the early shop play by Lin, so he was mining with only 3 peons for a while. He was getting more lumber to have a shop and a barracks early, and I like that a lot. He knows how important these circlets are, especially to Happy nowadays. And Happy, for once, doesn't try to prioritize the circlet, but rather is going for the natural creep first, get lots of experience there. And Happy, again, scouting with the Acolyte, figuring out what the Blade is up to. Slippers here would be a huge help. Ring of Superiority, also not bad. No slippers though. Happy getting the full camp. Only got the ring, not exactly what he wanted. But very good experience indeed. And like we saw on map 2, This early game Blade Master harass is really important. Try to kill ghouls, try to slow down the DK, and ideally even steal last hits and items. But that's very hard to manage against the top undead. Going for the Skelly with the blade. Interesting. Just going for safe experience. Level 2 reached now. The grunt getting surrounded right away. Wow. That was so fast. He gets popped out at least. But that lands the blade in the surround. And Happy knows this is going to cost the blade a lot of mana. Good save on the grunt for Lin. It cost him 150 mana points to save his first unit. Double ring for Happy. Okay, that's pretty unlucky. But of course on this map, there's a marketplace. He can sell those rings, buy better items if he wants. And the blade here at the green camp will get level 2. Another ring of superiority. Not a bad early game for Lin by any means. But Happy's still getting his experience. He always gets his experience. He always gets his level 3, doesn't he? We got a dust here as well. If the DK gets this last hit, he will be level 3. I assume he's going to use the coil to secure the last hit. It costs him a bit more mana. So, like I said earlier, Lin wasn't able to prevent level 3, but at least he forced some mana out of the DK. At the moment, there's only one coil available for Happy, with a second coil ready soon. Oh, the sentry cancels the healing. Ooh, that's pretty annoying. Heal self and clarity cancelled on the blade. That doesn't feel very good. Lots of vision now for Happy here in the middle of the map with these sentries. Oh, trying to trigger some end snares maybe. Oh, and he got the grunt. He got... Oh my god, can he surround both grunts here? That would be so sick. Here are the ghouls. One grunt surrounded, the other one... Okay, at least the other one gets out. But that grunt is definitely dead. He didn't even need a coil for the grunt. Oh, wow. Big play for Happy. Still 2 coils ready. 1 grunt killed already. That's a big lead for Happy now, moving towards the mid-game. Oh, but Happy forgot the ziggurat. The Lich is super delayed. Big macro mistake by Happy. I just realized it now. He forgot about the ziggurat for a long time. He also forgot about the graveyard for quite some time. The slaughterhouse is also late. That puts Happy in a bit of a weaker position than it could have been, as tier 3 is started. That's some slow creeping. And that's the biggest problem of losing grunts early. It makes creeping more difficult for the Shadow Hunter. Seems like Happy wants to get this consumable from the Ogre Magi. But Lin is here to say something about it. Hex on the DK right away. Big Master got some great items, by the way. And a grunt goes down. Death Knight low HP, but so is the blade. Heal salves are needed. Lin coming back into this game. I like the Ritual Dagger on Happy. Ogre Magi still up for grabs. With the Nova and Coil, Happy should get the last hit. Oh, nice Hex! Prevents the Nova. Well done. Lin, really good play. After that shock of the early game, losing the grunt, he had a couple of great moves. Look at the Lich. He's got 0 experience. 0. Happy had a bit of a lead, but the lead has faded away. Is that 3 burrows in front? Lin has 1 tower and 3 burrows in front of his base. He wants to be really ready for this frenzy push that might be coming. And knowing Happy, 99% of the time, he is going for the frenzy push. But this time, the Shadowhunter is not close to level 3 at all. Unlike on Twisted. That makes holding much harder. Mana Stone. That's a good item. But here's Happy. Ready to pounce. Lich has horrific items. He doesn't have a single clause of attack even. Normally Happy, known for always having a super stacked Lich. This game he was a bit unlucky though. And didn't buy anything either. And here we go. That's the push. TC shows up. Shop goes down, but it's cheap to remake the shop. Only a bit more than 100 gold. Lin has faced this push so many times. He knows how to deal with it. Love the base build. And Happy knows, okay, if he can't crack the base, at least he can make use of his map control and aggressively take camps away from the opponent. Double Quel'Thalas boost, by the way. If the Blades had gotten these, that would have been insane. The Dark Ranger now benefiting from the bonus damage. Oh, Kodo pops out. That's a Carson moment right there. He always says the first Kodo always gets caught because it's so slow. And this one is most certainly caught. Lin desperately trying to get the levels. And he'll get them now. Shadow 3 and Blade 3. Oh, the Shadow. Just barely was in range for the experience. Lin a bit afraid as well. Used the speed scroll and boosts. He didn't know if Happy was going to show up. Happy's not chasing around the Orc army yet, but he was creeping quite a bit. Dark Ranger now level 2. That was fast. Lich got the level 2 as well. Crystal Ball found, by the way, is not the best item. Now, he's going to try to defend. But the Blade doesn't have an Orb of Lightning. No Purge available on the Blade Master. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal, especially for the statues. Ooh, Coil Nova almost finds the kill. Invuln used in time, though. 16 supply lead for Happy. This game has just been swinging back and forth, man. Heal scroll for Happy, sending back some ghouls. More ghouls coming. Then he's still just trying to creep up, get his levels. The TC, not level 2 yet, doesn't have Stomp. Needs to put the Invuln on the Blade. He's got on the TC for now. With that, of course, you could break the silence. We have an Orb of Lightning. Lots of damage on the Blade. Plus 31. Trying to go for the Lich right away. But there was no Hex. The Coil saves him. Frost Armor slowing down the Blade Master at the same time. Happy notices he can focus the Blade. He has lots of damage, but it's not so tanky. Aggressive Coil. Blade Master, low HP. The Grunts have absolutely no chance anymore against what is now quite a few Destroyers. 3 Destros in the air. Happy almost ahead by 20 supply. The Russian Undead having a huge lead right here. And he doesn't want to take his foot off the gas. Lin under heavy pressure. He's going to lose the altar as well. Happy also close to double level ups with DK and Lich. Doesn't have that much mana anymore though. Especially now with that Nova gone. Still camp. It's going to be DK level 4, also a good level up, and the Lich getting very close to level 3. And we still have lots of creeps on the map. Happy now knowing how strong he is, knowing he has full map control, can easily take these 2 turtle camps. And Lin's only opportunity is to try to go for a desperate creep jack, or maybe try the red camp. But both options are not very enticing. Then looking for a possible expansion, but that's something that Happy hasn't been doing much at all, and also hasn't been doing here. That's a lot of blues now. About to be 1-1 upgraded. And there's still no Stomp. The TC is still only level 1. Maybe a mistake to go for Aura over Stomp. But not necessarily. Earlier with creeping, The aura helped quite a bit. Alright, in we go. This is it. Do or die now. Silence on, I think, nothing. TC is finally level 2. Can he get off a stomp? Yes, he can. Invul Potion helps him survive for a little bit longer, but this TC still has very few items. He doesn't have bonus armor. The orb, again, is devastating. Blade Master's feeling the pain as well. He's getting aggressively coiled. He is still revealed. Happy's losing a few units. Destroyer goes down. There's a lot of experience going to the Orc, but the Blade has to hold back. Chill in the back line. Heal up. Ghouls are falling. Happy's running out of mana. Maybe Lin can hold. Berserker upgrade is coming now, and the supply gap has closed a bit. Happy still has the lead, but Lin, perhaps, still in this game. Great play, again, by the two. In the main base, Lin can fight pretty well. Out in the open, it might be a different story, but it's also a lot about mana. And looking at Happy's mana pool right now, it's pretty low. DK and Dark Ranger and also Sword of the Lich don't have much mana at all. And Lin now finally sees the opportunity to go out and creep a bit more. TC level 3 will be a big level up. Blade level 4 will be a big level up. Shadow level 4, not really. But also level 5s, if he should get there, would be tremendous. Happy's getting very heavily upgraded ghouls. I think this is the third attack upgrade that he's getting right now. Oh no, it's the second attack upgrade, never mind. Big heal potion found for Lin. Great item for him. Happy gets the red cap. Lost a ghoul to it. That's a bit unnecessary. It's easy to lose ghouls against the red camp, obviously, but, you know, if your name is Happy, it should not be happening regardless. Big item. What is it? Bongos. That's some good bonus damage. Lich, by the way, finally was able to stack up. At the marketplace, he bought some items. I like that. Finding some good DPS on the Lich. And also on the Dark Ranger. He has plus 15 Agi, boys. Tome of Knowledge. Lin for the first time. Feeling confident enough perhaps to fight in the open. Oh, but the Raider is getting punished right away. In come the ghouls. Double silence. Lin didn't split his heroes. Big mistake there. No heal wave and no stomp at the start of the fight. Lin doesn't have an invuln to break out of the silence, and the Berserkers are dying so fast. The Dark Ranger proving her strength with the level 2 Black Arrow. The Berserkers have no chance. It's only Kodos and heroes now left. And that means it's the Blade Master's job. The Blade's basically doing all the damage now. Can he do it by himself? They just got the level 4. Destroyer goes down. Blade Master backing up. Now we got the Dark Ritual as well. There's going to be lots of additional mana from these skellies, from the Ritual. Happy again with a big lead. Once more, he's 10 supply ahead. More ghouls coming, more destroyers on the way. Nova is ready. Re-engage. Blade Master going in. He has a big heal potion. No invuln though. Could be getting surrounded here. Happy is trying for the surround. Blade Master stuck. Oh, Coil Nova, but there's no reveal anymore. Destroyer goes down. Blade level 4. Shadowhunter though being blocked. Shadow going down. Might be the game lost. Happy's trying to go for the kill, and with the Nova, he's got it. There's so much mana with the Dark Ritual. Again, the Skellies coming in to play the Dark Ranger here, certainly working out very well. Her damage also with the bonus Agi was looking tremendous. And that is the win for Happy. 2-1. A close encounter, but this time Happy makes it work. Not quite instantly with a frenzy push, but he got into a good position with that frenzy timing. He got ahead, was able to creep more, got some kills, and Lin didn't quite get online. He was almost there. He almost had the Blade Master level 4. He almost had the TC level 3. Well, I guess he did have the Blade 4, but it was a little bit too late. Just a little bit too late. Alright, we're getting ready for the 4th map. This is going to be Lin's choice again, and it is Turtle Rock. Alright, we're getting ready for the fourth. I'm hearing myself on stream. Yikes. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised Happy isn't vetoing this. Like I said earlier, normally Happy has his own favorite preferences when it comes to vetoes, especially Terran Stand, and I think maybe AZ or Echo Isles. But I think Turtle Rock is an amazing map for Orc. I would probably rate it as the best map for Orc even. And here Lynn has the chance to strike back again. We want to see a full 5-map series, of course. And see these guys go toe-to-toe. Every map so far was pretty close. Especially early game. Both playing really well. But 1 or 2 slight mistakes. If you're not quite ready in time, the opponent is there to punish it immediately. Alright, seems like we are taking a moment here. We're having an issue with the host, so we're going to go into a quick break right now. And then be right back with Lynn versus Happy. See you guys in just a bit.
Come on.
And here we are, ready again. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting into the thick of it now. It is going to be time for the 4th map in this epic encounter, Lyn versus Happy. So far, they have shown up to the task. Both playing really well, both coming out at times on top. Now, it's going to be Lyn's counter map pick, Turtle Rock, where I would favor him, where I would favor Orc if the Orc plays it really well. I think we're all hoping for Lyn here to win map 4 so that we can go to map 5 for the final decision in a full best of 5. Happy, of course, is thirsting for the revenge. It was Lyn last month who kicked him out of the Show Cup, just like Lyn did before. Lyn is one of the biggest competitors for Happy at the moment, one of the hardest ones to beat. But in fact, this tournament, he wasn't the only one, the first one to beat Happy. It was rather Kaho, who 2 days ago played amazingly against Happy and there got the win, which landed Happy in the lower bracket in the first place. Is Lyn really going to be eliminated in the first round? That sounds like sacrilege. But here in the TP League, the competition is so stiff that even to Lyn, something like that can happen. It's a Blade Master again. No fuss here this entire series so far. Especially on this map, I think Blade is super strong. Blade Master creeping, the Watcher Wards, the Claws, and also the Grunt creeping on tier 2 and tier 3. The Turtles in the middle and the Red Camps in the outskirts. And also the Ogre Lord snipes. All really good creep opportunities for Orc. And as we've seen, it's a lot about creeping. It's a lot about getting the levels in time. It's a lot about getting the items that you need. And Lyn is going for 2 burrow play. That means he can go for grunts faster, and he can just go into a creeping game if he wants. If you go for the 1 burrow tech, you creep much slower than the undead. You can't just play passive, you have to be aggro. If you go 2 burrow, if you want, maybe you can just play passive and just level yourself like crazy and go for a fast level 4 blade. Possibly. Otto von Bisk with the resub. Thank you.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Happy again with the Acolyte Scout, perfectly aware exactly of what his opponent is up to. Looks like he's sacrificing... Oh, I don't like that. I feel like he wasted this Acolyte for no good reason. He could have kept this one alive much longer and also protect the shop with it. The shop where the DK just was for a second. Got that circlet, which has become so important nowadays. Now that you can't find the circlet at the small camps anymore, players have prioritized much more trying to buy it from the shop. Both players are about to get the level 2 right here. Decent items for Happy. Nothing too crazy just yet. Blade Master also okay items. And this is a change of pace, by the way, for Lyn. I've never, over the last few months, ever seen him play a 2 burrow tech and just play it passive. I'm very curious how this is gonna shake out and how Happy's gonna adjust. Oh, creeping the red camp here early would be amazing. And this is the big problem with losing the Acolyte. Happy didn't see right away where Lyn is going. He might still scout with a Skelly, but by that time, the big creep is gonna be gone. This Blade is gonna reach level 3 very early this game. Oh, Flute is a very bad item. That is one of the worst. But still, very good experience for this camp. Agitome though. Alright, that's good. Lyn doesn't have heal salves anymore, so he's probably gonna have to go back to the main, get some more heal salves. But look at that, level 3, super early. 4 grunts. Is he gonna expand maybe? We shall see. Blade Master inventory honestly not looking that amazing. If he had been very lucky, this could have been Slippers, Quel'Thuzad, Claws. But here it's only ring, gloves, and circlet. Not that amazing. Oh, if they can snipe the item from the Warlord at the red, that would be really big. But I think Happy is aware of that possibility, falling back now, but there might be time. There might be time to snipe the Warlord. Big play by Lin. And a big item. This could be a very influential item. It's going to cost him a grunt in the end. Is it worth it? Ring of the Archmagi is very good. And that grunt is certainly dead. Speed scroll though. And, oh, Happy trying to block maybe with the ghouls. An opportunity for the blade to get another kill. Good early game for Lin, I would say. At least as far as the Blade Master goes. But just as important as the blade is going to be the progress of the Shadow Hunter. Oh, and that's 2 ghouls taken out. 1 was denied, but that's a big deal. 2 ghouls killed, traded for 1 grunt, and I think that greatly favors Lin, especially considering that he had a 2 borrow tech and he had 4 grunts anyways. If you have 4 grunts, it's much easier to compensate for losing 1 grunt than if you lose 1 of 3. Now the blade being level 3 can harass fairly well. Doesn't have heal salves though, that's the one issue. Blade Master in the main base, by the way. What's he doing? I guess he was just scouting. Circlet found here for Happy, and this time the Lich is super stacked. Look at that Lich. Double Slippers, double Claws, Gloves of Haste. Blade Master, the level 3.6. Shadow Hunter is showing up. What? On level 1? That's the typical noob play. Lin very surprisingly being aggro with his level 1 Shadow. The issue for him is he didn't have the gold mine, the red camp gold mine anymore to creep. So creeping for him wasn't that easy, but it still should have been doable. Turtles or something. Whew, okay, but he gets away with a black eye. Shadowhunter almost there. Punished. And killed. I guess Lin thought, because the Shadowhunter was later because of the 2 borrow tech, he wasn't going to be able to creep level 3 in time anyways. So may as well look for kills early, diminish the ghoul count even more, which he already reduced before. And I suppose it kind of works. It forces the TP. But now, the clock is ticking. Frenzy, upgrade, halfway done. Orb gonna be picked up. And Lin at the moment has a level 1 Shadowhunter. If he gets the Ogre Lord, though, he's level 2, I believe. Unless the TC gets some of the XP. Oh, Happy showing up, though. This could be the Creep Jack to win the game and kick Lin out of the tournament. The Nova is there. DK was hexed, but the Lich wasn't. And that's also the Raider going down. Oh, boy. Hell of a Creep Jack for Happy. Somehow Happy only has 31 supply, but that's a very strong Lich and strong ghouls with Frenzy. Force the speed scroll, still kills the Grunt, and that's the lead going to Happy, most certainly. I wonder how this game would have looked if Lin had just crept the Shadowhunter passively, instead of playing the aggro attempt. First hit purge though, that is the strength of the blade. Taking out the statues. One of the strengths. Gets a ghoul and a statue. Alright. Lin certainly not out of this yet. But now we also have a Dark Ranger. Very important camp here. This turtle camp. Blade gets the invuln. Crucially important also. Hex. And he's going in. Hunting for the ghouls. Purge. Stomp. That's going to be 1 kill at least. Grunt also going down. Now the Blade Master, they're getting focused. And I think that's the right call by Happy. Focus on the Blade, because there's no healing yet for the Blade Master. And level 2 heal wave is incredibly far away. Both are trading blows. Shadowhunter... very squishy on level 1 here. Supply, very even. It's been a very violent game. Lots of aggression, lots of kills. Didn't even touch on that camp item. Of course, it was the Legion Doomhorn, which is pretty nice. Blade Master wants level 4. And now he's got it. Level 2 crit. And finally heal wave. But only level 1 heal wave. Oh, TC. Almost getting surrounded. Stomp saves him for now. Blade. Uh-oh. He might be dead. Doesn't have mana for the Windwalk at the moment. Now he does. Happy with the surround. Almost got the big kill. That would have been game. Grunts are easy pickings, but Happy wants the bigger kill. He wants the hero kill. Ghoul in front, trying to block, looking for the surround. Not easy to get that on the TC. With the aura. Oh, and Happy kind of failing the surround. Might still get the kill with the Coil Nova, but I guess he lets him go now. The blade is fairly strong, but only the levels, not really the items. Blade Master didn't get crazy items, not much bonus damage. It's plus 20, but we've seen better before. Big mana potion though is very nice for the Shadow. Happy again on the chase. The Undead is down in supply, but Happy doesn't seem to mind. Don't know about the Berserker choice, to be honest. I feel like Berserkers nowadays just die super quick and get turned into skellies. Just like these peons. That's 2 more skellies for Happy as well. The shop's gonna go down. Second attack upgrade for the ghouls. I think it might be smart for Happy to focus heavily on the blade, especially since the Shadowhunter still doesn't have level 3. And also there's no invuln at the moment for the blade. Lyn again, under a lot of pressure. Going in, trying to go for the Lich. There's a big crit. But Frost Armor's there, and so is the Coil. Happy's army looks rather small at the moment. Lyn here seems to have a clear supply. TC goes down, that's double level up. But he was only level 1, he's going to be coming back soon. But he's not getting experience from these ghoul kills. Was so close to level 2. Now the Blade Master in trouble as well. Coil Nova, he's dropping low very quickly. There's a heal potion to save him. But he's not in the best fighting shape. Oh, Coil again. Blade has to run. Happy. Kind of forgot about the Dust of Appearance though, I think. Right now it's the Kodos doing the damage, which is so weird. Lots of Kodos. Still all alive. The Grunt though does fall. That's almost level 3 for the Lich. Grunt goes down. Kodo surrounded, that one also falls, and that will be level 3. Happy now with strong hero levels. 4, 3, 2. He's up by 2 levels on second and third hero. And Happy is tightening the noose. It's looking better and better for the Undead. He's getting the revenge, possibly, against Lyn for the Show Cup loss. But it's not over yet. If this Blade Master finds the targets, finds the crits, there might still be hope for the Orc. Oh my god, so many ghouls coming. What the hell? The boys are arriving at the party. They got the invitation. They didn't bring booze, but they brought a lot of energy and the will to fight. TC has a storm ready in a second. When the Scion's gonna wear off. Invul Potion is there. That was the only one. Blade Master now has to do the damage. Only level 1 heal wave doesn't heal him for too much. Lyn got some kills, but the TC again goes down. Coil Nova is there. And here we see the Berserkers. They're dying so fast nowadays. With the reduced HP. That's the thing, like, against Frenzy Ghouls, Orc doesn't seem to have a good answer. Like, the best thing you could do is Torrents, I guess. But if you go Torrents, you get destroyed by destroyers, probably. But yeah. Raiders, Kodos, Berserkers, Grunts. Everything isn't really good against ghouls. This is the new age problem for orcs, I believe. I'm happy now. Starting to pick away at the base. Burrow's falling. Lin is super supply block. The TC has been restarted. There's a shop in the back, but Lin has basically no army left. There's one Kodo which is very hurted, like one Berserker and one Raider. It's a laughable joke of an army. And Happy's gonna punch his ticket here, as it seems. It's about to be the second 3-1 of the day, unless Lin can work some magic. But how's he gonna do that? He's trying to take out statues, but Happy had 4 statues. He doesn't mind if he loses 1 or 2. Even if he loses 3, it's still okay. I think that it looks weird, but I think it's the right choice. Just have lots of statues to have backup. Blade Master finding some kills. Shadowrunner finally got the level 3. It took him forever, but he did finally get it. Another statue might be falling. Lin, can he do it? He's hoping for the purges. But there's so many statues. More and more statues. And Happy is going for a 5th statue right now. For the longest time, it was only 1-0 was doing this, having backup statues. But I think it's the right call. I think it's a smart choice. But we can see when the Blade Master crits, these ghouls also fall quickly. Even with 2-1 upgrades, the ghouls are still fairly frail. Another crit, another kill. Oh, Blade Master, though, cannot die. But was about to die. Happy wins this game. Lin taps out. Happy gets the revenge. He avenges his own pride for what happened in the Show Cup. And Happy stays alive, and we have to say goodbye to Lin. 3-1 victory, excellent play by Happy. He holds on, stays alive in the lower bracket. And tomorrow, his next opponent will be Sock.